Today I'm taking you guys through one of the ways I used to prepare okra soup way back in college. It was very affordable and I could get more from just few ingredients. So stay tuned. If you are new, thanks for joining, and to my old golden members, I love you so much. For my ingredients, I have grated okra, chicken, blended pepper, grated ginger, blended garlic, salt, and tomato. So first of all, I put my chicken on fire. This chicken has been washed thoroughly. I sprinkle some sliced onion, and to that I add small quantity of garlic, and I proceed to add small quantity of ginger. I grind some of the onions and then add it to the meat. Most of the time when I am steaming my meat, I add pepper. So I added small quantity of pepper, my chicken spice, salt to taste, and then added small water and mixed everything together so that the spices and the juiciness will be incorporated, and then allow it to simmer beautifully. After some few minutes, it has simmered beautifully, and prior to this preparation, I boiled my tomato down. So I take my grater and then remove all the juices from the tomato so that when I'm grinding the skin in the earthenware, it can smoothen quickly. And also, because I'm not using blender for this recipe, I wasn't having blender when I was in college, so this is the way I used to do it. So I have blended the skin and the seeds very well, and then I'm adding it to the base of my chicken. I give it a quick mix, and the reason why I used to love making this type of soup was because after preparing the light soup, I fetched some down before adding my okra. That was when I was in college. That was what I usually do. So the quantity of meat I buy, I divide it into two, separate the light soup for eating my rice and for my yam, and then add okra for my banku. So I just love this method, and it was quick. And as a student, you would love to manage and eat on a budget so that you can save for the future. So that inspired this type of soup. Even though it wasn't too nutritious, at least it was something that took care of us when I was in school. So after we've allowed the light soup boil beautifully on fire, I put small quantity of water in a saucepan and add drops of baking soda. And then this is my grated okra and onion and ginger. The ginger is to flavorize the okra, and then the onion is to give the okra a crunch. The reason why I'm using small amount of water is because the light soup was going to have a lot of water, and I don't want the okra to lose its sliminess. Even though regardless of what I do, the sliminess is going to cut because there's tomatoes and pepper in the light soup. But when I do it this way, it becomes thick, and then I try my best to get more slime so that when it enters into the light soup, I can at least feel the slime in between my fingers when eating the banku. So that is basically why I am hitting it and beating it and using less water. If I don't go through this process and I basically just boil it and add it to the soup, it will just be light soup having some vegetables of okra in there, but that's not what I want. I want the sliminess in between my fingers. So this state is where I would have scooped some of the light soup aside if I was a student. But now we'll just proceed to add our okra to it and then give it a stir and let it boil for some few minutes and then set it aside, and we are all done. And guys, this soup was actually tasty because of the chicken and all the goodness in there. So I mostly pair it with banku, pair my okra soup with banku, and it was absolutely delicious. Even though the sliminess is not there, you feel it between your fingers. That is why that method of boiling the okra is very key. So that is basically it. This is how I used to prepare my soup in college, and I love it. Now I have the opportunity to prepare different type of okra soup with different kind of meat, and I'm grateful to God. So this soup is actually delicious. It's not only for college students, it is for everybody. Thank you so much for coming along with me. Remember not to depend on your own understanding. Trust in the Lord and He will show you the right path to take. Subscribe, share, like, and until next time, stay blessed.